Hi, in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what happens when you let Google work for you. So we're able to allow Google to work for us. I'm able to generate 16 leads over a period of a year, with a very recent one coming October of 2022, of 2025 rather. And this is a simple website that we build out, and Google was able to send us traffic since we're ranking on position number one here again. Position number two for specific keywords with spending less than $100 to do this. And this video, I'm going to show you exactly how you can get this done too for your business. And upgrades that we've also done that will cost you anywhere between $224 to get started. $224 gets you this system. You have to do this yourself anyway. So it's completely free. I'm going to show you exactly everything step by step. So I'm not going to miss out anything. So stick with me in this video right here. So let me tell you about Mike. Mike owns a plumbing company in Dallas. Every month, he writes a check for $2,000 to Google Ads every single month. When I asked Mike why he keeps paying, he said something that stuck with me, because if I stop, my phone stops ringing. Think about that for a second. Mike's been in this business for 8 years. That's almost $200,000 is paid to get his phone to ring, and he keeps paying until he retires or goes out of business. Does this sound familiar? You wake up, check your ads account, and see that the clicks cost went up again. You spent $300 yesterday, and you got 2 calls. One was a wrong number, and the other was someone just price shopping who called 6 other businesses too. This is what I call the advertising treadmill. You can't stop running or you fall off, and the tread keeps going faster while you get more tired. But here's what most local business owners don't know. There's a completely different way to get customers, a way where Google sends you lead completely for free every single day, and you never write another check for ads. I'm going to show you exactly how this works using a real case study, real numbers, real leads, no guessing. The McKinney experiment that we did. So basically, this is the website that we built out. I'm going to show you exactly what makes this website works and how Google is able to rank it on this position of Google, and how we're able to generate the number of leads that we got over a period of a year. Right here. So stick with me. I'm going to show you exactly how to dominate your area and to even triple or even 10 times the number of leads that we're able to get for this location itself. We built out this website in November of 2024, and by January of 2025, right here, we got our very first lead. That's 2 months plus. We're able to get our very first lead that came in, all completely from people filling out this form right here. So there were things that Google saw with this website that made it rank, and I'm going to show you exactly how you can replicate the same system and dominate your local area. The first thing we did was get an exact match domain. Exact match domain simply means you're including your core service you render, which is Gutters in our case, and the city we render the service in McKinney in our case also, in naming the domain. If you already have a domain, you don't have to worry. You can keep your domain and still keep everything as is. So the next thing you want to do, if you already have your domain also, it's include the title tag, gutter installation, so the core service you render plus related service, and the city in which you render that service in. This is how we're able to show up, and this is the title of the website right here. This is why we are showing up for this specific service when we type this particular keyword in Google. So that's something you want to do. Then the next thing you also want to do, the third thing, is also include the core service in the home page headline. So the very first headline that appears, which is this one, the main headline, they call it heading 1. So you want to include the core service plus related service plus the city in which you render the service in the core headline. And the fourth thing you could do, the fourth step, is also include the core service in the very first paragraph, just immediately below the headline. Then the other things we did was also include the core services that we render. You know the kind of services you render in your own niche. You just talk about them briefly and list all of them on your own page. Then we also included why they should choose us. This section talks about exactly what makes us an expert and why should people trust us with their gutter installation services. If we're licensed, if we're insured, if you're family owned, what kind of service do we render, if we use quality materials. This is a section I want to include all of that. Then the second to last thing we did is the frequently asked question. This is a must, because this kind of gives you this overall ranking boost in the eyes of Google. It makes you stay relevant for that specific search that you're looking for. And there's a way to determine this. Google kind of gives us a signal through these people also ask questions. So when you type a specific service you render in Google, you see this section they call people also ask for multiple queries. So you see how much should a gutter repair cost. So if I type a different query right here just for show purpose, so let's say I type gutter gutter company gutter company McKinney, Texas. Right here, you see there's this section they call people also ask questions. If you look at this closely, it's kind of different from the people also ask we're getting here. There are different search terms. But so you want to answer as many of these queries while entering all of these services on Google. Answer as much of them as possible. You want to make it local to your area. Instead of having this generic, how much do gutters cost on average in Texas? You will say how much do gutters cost on average in McKinney, Texas. How much does it cost to put gutters on a $1,500 square foot house in McKinney? That's exactly how you want to structure these questions and answer them on your page. Then the last thing we did was also include the zip code of the city in which we service. This gives Google more context such that we're able to appear for searches that include the zip code. And so we are ranking position number 1 here. And you can see this is the zip code that has been called out here. All of these other services who are ranking, you can see they have the zip code rendered here. Let's see again the zip code here. So that's why it's important you have the zip code mentioned on your own website also. So basically that's all we did for this page on page website. Then for the off page, the things we did was get our website listed in local directories, Yelp, Apple Maps, and the right. I have a list of 400 directories here, which I can give to you. The links will be in the description below. You can go there and register your website yourself, or you can hire this guy to do it all for you. And you'll see a significant boost in rankings once you do this within 7 to 14 business days. So that's exactly what we guarantee. So $75 gets you, I have no affiliation with this guy anyway, but it does quality work, gets you all of these links, and gets you delivered within 7 business days. So that's all we did. We spent $75 on this, and the domain, we spent basically $15 to get this registered. And we're able to generate this number of leads that came in. That's a lot. If we were to spend money to acquire this lead, we're spending between $1,500 to $3,000 just to acquire these leads alone. And this is what we got completely free, spending less than $100 to do this. And this is already 1 year. The next 1 year, we'll still be generating leads, completely spending just less than $100. There are things we didn't do with this website that we could have done that would have even jumped the number of leads, doubled it or tripled the number of leads. The first thing we could have done was have an active phone number. You notice we didn't report the phone calls we got because there wasn't an active phone number on this website. This phone number does not work. Most local businesses thrive off when people call their phones because people who are looking for local businesses are looking to get the job done right now. They're not looking to fill in a form and wait for someone to respond maybe 24 hours later. They want the service done right now. So if I had an active phone number on the website, would have gotten the number of leads jumped up to even double or triple the number of leads that came in. The second thing we would have done to increase our authority in the eyes of Google and also get more leads is have dedicated service pages for each of these services that we render. So we have a dedicated page for gutter repair, a dedicated page for gutter cleaning, and all of the other services, and would target each of those keywords on a specific page, and we get a ranking boost and also get more leads from that. Another thing we could have also done is have location pages. The nearby locations that are surrounding McKinney, this is the map of McKinney, could have targeted Prosper, Roland, New Hope, Lowry Crossing, Fairview, and I think there's other one. Even Allen, we could have targeted Allen because all of these are within 5 to 20 mile radius. This is also what a business owner can also service. So it's something we would have done also that we didn't do. And we could have gotten a number of leads from all of these locations that are coming in. So this is something you could also target for your business in your area. I've given you basically the blueprint. Another thing we could have done was also include press release. And this is something you can do today. Press release originally is to basically talk about a new service that you're introducing to the market. It talks about something about your company. But the SEO benefit outweighs all of this because it guarantees you mentions from over 450 websites, all pointing to your own page. Hence, you see, we're able to rank way higher than Yelp for most of the terms that we are searching for. Gutter repair in this zip code, you see we are ranking above big companies like Yelp. Gutter installer in this zip code, we are ranking above Yelp. That is exactly why we are able to do that, because of the number of links that are pointing to this home page, hence the power. So it's something you also want to do. In order for you to jump from position, you can see for this one, gutter repair in McKinney, Texas, we're ranking position number 5. In order for you to get from position number 5 to position number 1, you need high authority backlinks pointing to you. The press release helps, but it's not that authoritative, or it does not have that much power because it's foundational links and everyone can get it. So you want links that are difficult to get, something you pay very high for. So one link here costs anywhere between $74 to $100. And my local SEO mentor, Jackie Cho, offers this service. He does local guest posts for $74 to $90 per link. And you could also do niche edits for $90 to $95 per link. And this is going to jump your ranking significantly. Something we could have done also that we didn't do. And you could also do for your business, and you definitely get your rankings up, way up in the search. So you stick with me so far in this video. This is exactly what we do. And we have a system that we've not mentioned in a while, and how you could beat everyone else in your market. We call this the multi-microsite system. This is where you dominate the entire area by targeting an exact match domain for each of the nearby locations that you service. In our case, we've established that we service Allen, Prosper, Princeton, Melissa, Lucas, Fairview. You target this exact match domain for each of these cities that you're servicing, and you build out an entire massive page on them. As against using our one-page system, you build out up to 65 pages, all of them targeting the same services we are talking about. This is the structure of how it will look like. The home page where most of all the links goes to, targeting a core service. Then we have a dedicated service page right here. We have dedicated location pages. If you multiply this by each of the service pages to the location pages, you have a full-blown website, and also have a blog section that talks about helpful articles. This is basically for Google, not to generate leads anyway, but to Google to establish your local authority in a specific niche. And that's all. You could generate anywhere between 2 to 5 leads per website. Multiply that by the number of areas that you're servicing. That could be anywhere between 10 to 50 leads per month, completely free. And it's going to cost you way less than what you're spending on ads right now. So your path to 90 days freedom, you could basically look at your business and say, oh, I want to keep spending $500 to $5,000 on ads every single month. Or you could channel a token of this amount to building out this system completely yourself. $224 does this for your business, and it gets you started. This basically gets you started. Within 4 months, you could start getting a lead or two. If you want things to speed up, you just implement all of the backlink strategies I've listed. Get this done, and you basically get yourself ranking, and you get yourself off of that ad treadmill. So you can start turning down the ad spend as soon as your rankings begin to pick up. So you have the options to do this yourself, or you have us do it for you. When you work with us, we help you optimize your Google business profile also, such that you're able to show up in this map pack, because the map pack basically get most of all of the calls, truth be told. If you are ranking in the top 3, you get exactly all of the calls that are coming to your website. So it's something you also want to do. Then we set up an AI system for you that helps you track your customers, contact them, reach out to them, book customers for you, set up review automation collection, set up a missed call text back. When someone calls you and you're unavailable, it gets texted that you're going to call them right back, so they don't call on that business owner. The choice is in front of you right now. You could keep paying for those ads. I'm not saying ads are bad. They're the bread and butter of your business. You depend on them to grow your business, but you want to take a bit of those cash flow and profit to building out the system so you can generate leads organically for your business. So like Mike, the plumber is talk, is 57 years old. He paid nearly $200,000 for the 8 years. If he stops, the business collapse. What if Mike had this system 5 years ago? In all of the 7 cities in which he targets, that's a lot of leads. So if you are with me to this video so far, thank you for watching. And if you have questions, leave them in the comment section, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.